Hi, this is Florence Hardy with Rejuves, and this is the first episode of a new series we're calling Planning Self-Care into Your Everyday Life. We are using the self-care planner that I wrote for 2022. There will be a new one each year, but as we're in 2022, we're going to focus on the planner for this year. And in addition to our self-care short podcast, we also have embedded into our podcast channel meditations and yoga tips and tricks that you can use throughout your day, throughout your week, throughout your month, however you choose to incorporate those tips. But for today's inaugural podcast, what I wanted to do was introduce you all to our self-care planner and show you how to use it, as well as go ahead and review one of the weeks that we have in the planner that you can begin to incorporate into your daily regimen. So first things first, how do we use a self-care planner? Well, this one in particular, it has a number of different options and features to help you easily incorporate self-care into your daily activities. The first thing that it does is it gives you sort of an overview of what self-care is. We provide a short definition, how you can start practicing self-care, and why it's important to do so. And then next is some instructions on how to use this planner specifically. So what we've provided in this planner is 4 activities each week that you can choose to do on any day of your choice, as well as some blanks where you can write in some of your own self-care ideas if you wanted to do a 7-day-a-week practice or something like that. So it's up to you. You can do the 4 that we suggest. You can do the 3 that you suggest. You can do all 7 if you'd like. But what we try to do is make it easy for you to just get a sense of how easy it is to incorporate self-care into your daily practice. So I'll go over the first week so you can see what kinds of things we've included to help you get started. But that's the first instruction in this book. How can you begin to incorporate self-care? The second is we do have a journaling feature. So every month we have a question that you use the journal to answer. The questions are geared to helping you identify what helps you find happiness in your daily life, as well as what successes you've had, what dreams you have for the future, and so forth. So that journaling option, again, it's once a month. You can choose to add to it only once a month, or you can journal whenever you feel like it throughout the month, still reflecting on that question that we pose to you. And then lastly, we have an exercise section, right? So self-care doesn't just mean mental care, it also means physical care as well. And so for our exercise option, you get to choose whatever it is that you want to do. On our website, we will have tips and ideas for exercises that you can easily implement into your schedule. But you may just say exercise 30 minutes a day. And whatever that means to you, that's what you do. You write it down, and as soon as you complete it, you check it off. We do have it so that you exercise Monday through Friday, take the weekend off for, whether it's just relaxing as self-care. And you don't have to exercise every day, but we put it there for you to make it easy to remember that exercising is also a part of your self-care journey, and you can choose how that is implemented in your schedule. Each week, we've also included a small section for self-care notes where you can make notes of the self-care activities that you like, that you didn't like, some of the resources maybe that you needed that you didn't have access to, or questions or comments about an experience that you had while completing a self-care activity. The last thing that we add each week for you to review is an affirmation. This affirmation is something that you can say to yourself every day, in the morning when you wake up, or at night right before you go to bed. And the affirmation is just meant to put you in a good mindset. You can do it at both times of day, also if that's what works best for you. But that affirmation, it's always something positive, so you can either get your day started off in a positive mood or end your night on a positive note. So let's go through an example of what a self-care week looks like. So the way that the book is set up, you get to decide what week each activity is attributed to. So you would put in the dates January 1st through January 7th, January 8th through January 15th, and so forth. So that is up to you. We don't dictate what weeks start when, etc. But we do, to make it easier for you, we put 5 weeks in a month. We understand that some months have 4 weeks, but that just gives you that extra bonus of self-care should you want to do a different activity on a different week and so forth. So for this week, we're going to look at the suggested self-care activities for that we've included, and we have a couple of them that we hope that you incorporate. So the first is invest in a good moisturizer. I can tell you, for me, I have not done this in my entire adult life. I just use the regular lotion, and finding that as I get older, I should use products that are geared towards the results that I'm trying to get. So recently I have invested in a good moisturizer as well as good facial oil, because I am doing facial massages in order to keep my skin tight and clear. The next thing that's on our self-care list is watch a fireplace ASMR video. Now, however long this video is that you want to choose is up to you, but there are tons of these types of videos available on YouTube. You can also find a fireplace video on our YouTube channel, which is Rejuves Meditations, and you will be able to, that video is around 10 minutes. So it's just giving you a little time to sit back, enjoy a fireplace without the hassle of having to burn one on your own if you do have a fireplace, or build one or buy a house that has one if you don't have a fireplace. The next activity that we have as a suggested is to burn a festive smelling candle. Now, we again have candles available on our website, but you can choose any candle that you like. And one of the things that I have found with candles is that I'm always scared to burn them, right? Because they're so pretty and I don't want to mess them up. But that's what candles are for. You can always rebuy them or make your own. I think in a later podcast or video, I might show you how I make my own candles using the same containers that maybe I used from a bought candle from the store. But burning a candle is always very helpful in helping you set the mood, giving yourself time to think back and relax without the worries of the day. And then lastly, of our suggested self-care activities, we have using towels right out of the dryer. Now, this is something that I find super nice, right? It's just that added luxury. One of the things that I was thinking about was maybe getting a towel warmer for the bathroom so that when I come out of the tub or come out of the shower, I always have a warm towel ready. That is a luxury that I cannot explain. But if you don't have that luxury, or you don't have a towel warmer, planning to use a towel right out of the dryer as soon as you get out of the shower or the bathtub, that's a simple luxury that you can give yourself that doesn't cost anything. So there you have it. That's our first week using our self-care planner for 2022. Please, message us, comment, let us know if you like these tips, if you have some other ideas for tips that you incorporate in your self-care. But what we've tried to do is include things that don't cost a lot of money or any money at all, so that they're so easy to implement into your daily schedule, into your daily regimen, and you really don't have an excuse for not taking the time to take care of yourself. Because remember, you can only take care of others if you're okay yourself. So with that said, thanks for joining our inaugural episode of self-care planning, and we look forward to having you join us in another episode coming up soon. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.